Now that we have reached the end of the World Cup and with awards flying around left, right and centre, it's only right that we chip in with our team of the tournament. Our team is made up of players that took the headlines, scored the goals, got the assists and put themselves on the map with some stellar displays for their teams in Russia. So with our criteria set out and a 3-4-3 formation in place, here comes our team of the tournament. Between the sticks is a man whose status as England's #1 was far from assured heading into the tournament. Jordan Pickford wasn't even a guaranteed starter. But after this World Cup, Pickford has cemented his place as England's #1 for the next few tournaments at least, and may even be due another big money move this summer after joining Everton 12 months ago. After helping England to a penalty shootout victory over Colombia and some heroics in England's quarter-final against Sweden, the England man gets the nod. Hugo Lloris from France and Thibaut Courtois of Belgium also had great tournaments, but the England man gets the nod. The first player in our defensive back three is surely due a big money transfer this summer. Although exceeding for his club Stuttgart on the right of a back three, Benjamin Pavard has excelled as a right back for France. His performances in Russia has seen his name added to the wish list of some huge clubs, with both Arsenal and Bayern Munich reportedly readying £40 million bids for the Stuttgart man. He's got the height, intelligence and the stature to go right to the very top, and he's not too bad going forwards either. Who could forget that incredible goal against Argentina? Benjamin Pavard, remember the name. Speaking of intelligent physical specimens, step forward Harry Mcguire. With the size of a rugby player and the grace of a ballerina, Harry Mcguire has captured the nation's hearts. It's no wonder set pieces have been such a secret weapon for England this summer. Rumour has it when the ball hit Harry Maguire's head when he scored his first international goal against Sweden, it actually deflated a little bit. After a strong season in the Premier League and some defensive performances in Russia that Bobby Moore would be proud of, it's no wonder that the Leicester man is linked with a big £50 million move to some massive clubs in the Premier League. Despite losing to France in the quarter-final, Diego Godin's performances were a huge part of Uruguay's not conceding a single goal in the group stage. It's this kind of form and consistency that has made Diego Godin so central to Atletico Madrid down the years, especially in their title-winning season. And there's also a very good reason that Manchester United and Chelsea could be preparing big bids for a player who's entering the twilight of his career. The right wing slot could have gone to a host of incredibly attacking talents at this World Cup, such as Belgium's Eden Hazard or Russia's Alexander Golovin. Instead, it's going to the right-sided defender in England's 3-5-2 formation. Comparisons with David Beckham just go to show what an incredible tournament Kieran Trippier had for England. The fact that Trippier sits atop the chances created table alongside the likes of Neymar and Kevin De Bruyne is pretty incredible, and who could forget that stunning free kick against Croatia in the semi-final. Given his competitive international debut actually came against Tunisia in England's first group game of this World Cup, it's safe to say Trippier's had a pretty amazing summer. The left wing position goes to an unexpected player, but one whose goals helped the host nation reach the quarter-finals. A penalty shootout loss to Croatia in the last 8 finally saw Russia and star man Denis Cheryshev exit the tournament. We knew about Cheryshev's quality before this summer. The Russian came up through Real Madrid's youth ranks and had spells at Sevilla, Valencia and Villarreal. He was even still on Real Madrid's books as recently as 2016. And while things haven't gone too well for Cheryshev since joining Villarreal on a permanent deal, his 4 goals have certainly put him in the shop window this summer. Reports suggesting that he may be seeking a move back to the Bernabeu may be stretching it a little bit, but a move to a decent Premier League side like Everton or Southampton could be the ideal fit for the 27-year-old. So where should he go this summer? Let us know what you guys think. Apologies to fans of Isco, Coutinho and Paul Pogba, but sliding effortlessly into our first midfield slot is the playmaker of the tournament, Luka Modric. Modric has been a key figure in Real Madrid's recent domination of the Champions League. Having said that, he still sends football fans worldwide into overdrive with moments of magic. His fearless leadership and unrivaled quality at the heart of Croatia's midfield carried the nation to a first ever World Cup final appearance. A fantastic tournament, hats off to Luka Modric. Alongside Modric in midfield is another of the world's greatest playmakers. Kevin De Bruyne capped off a record-breaking, title-winning season at Manchester City with some fine performances in Russia for Belgium. His performance in the quarter-finals against Brazil was particularly special, scoring an absolute screamer to put his side 2-0 ahead and send them through to the semi-finals. In my eyes, he's undoubtedly a future Ballon d'Or winner. There are few other players on the planet that boast his passing, shooting, playmaking abilities and mentality. I doff my cap to Kevin De Bruyne. Now for the really exciting part, the forwards. Now let's face it, we're never all going to agree on the best attackers at a World Cup, and this World Cup is especially hard given some of the incredible performances by some of the world's best forwards. But first up is a player whose place in this team surely cannot be disputed. I'm talking, of course, about Kylian Mbappé. At just 19 years old, he was already tipped to take the world by storm. So when he showed up in Russia and started absolutely tearing defences apart, especially against Argentina, was anybody even that surprised? Put it this way, if you were designing the ideal striker on FIFA, you would combine Mbappe's speed, finishing with both feet, mental strength and insane footwork to create a beast. Some players really do have it all, which is probably why he's being linked with a £250 million move to Real Madrid to be the long-term successor to Cristiano Ronaldo. This kid is the real deal. On to our second striker now, and it's interesting to note that some of the biggest names in world football didn't have the best summer. Ronaldo was okay, Messi and Neymar struggled at times, Salah was really let down by a weak team, but one player shone as part of a very good team. Romelu Lukaku deserves his place in our best 11, not just because he scores goals, but because he brings about the best in his Belgium teammates. Aside from the goals, his intelligence, work rate and will to win place him among the world's very best strikers, and Manchester United fans will be hoping to see a lot more from him next season. As far as target men go, there are few better on the planet than Romelu Lukaku. Now you can't choose a front three and not include a man who scored 6 goals for his side before they exited at the semi-final stage. Now many people will say that most of Harry Kane's goals came from penalties and corners, but why should that rule him out? Somebody still has to step up and take responsibility, and the England captain did that time and time again in Russia. At just 24 years old, Harry Kane still has a long way to go, but he's shown that he has the talent and the desire to go right to the very top. Rumours linking him with a big money move to Real Madrid refuse to go away, and he's proved once again this summer that he has the mentality to handle the pressure at the Bernabeu. So that includes our World Cup best 11. Let us know who we've missed out and tell us what you made of our picks.